Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So friends, from today we will be starting a new chapter. That is your chapter number 2, acids, bases and salts. And friend, this is the lecture number 1 of the chapter. So friend, in this chapter we are basically going to study about what are acids, what happens when acid react with bases, what happens when they react with some other substances. So that all we are going to learn in this chapter. So let's start the video without wasting the time. But before starting the video, I would request you all, please like the video and please hit the notification bell icon and subscribe so that my video's notification can reach you first. So let's start So friends, I will be teaching you the notes which I have prepared. So friends, the question arises, what are acids? So friends, acids are sour in taste and change the color of blue litmus paper to red litmus paper. Okay. So acids are the substances that are sour in taste and they change the color of blue litmus paper to red litmus paper. Bases are bitter in taste and they change the color of red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. So they are opposite of each other. Acids are sour in taste whereas bases are bitter in taste. Acids change the color of blue litmus to red and bases change the color of red litmus to blue. Okay. Now the question arises, what do you mean by litmus? So litmus is a natural indicator and turmeric is such an indicator. Okay. Litmus होता है वो एक natural indicator है that indicate the presence of acids or bases in a solution. और उसका example क्या है? For example is your turmeric is such an indicator. ठीक है. Now what is your litmus solution? Litmus solution is a purple dye which is extracted from lichen and is used as indicator. Okay. So litmus solution is a purple dye which is extracted from a lichen, a plant. It is a plant which is belonging from the division of Thallophyta. You must have read it in your class 9th. Okay. And it is used as an indicator. When litmus solution is neither acidic nor basic, its color is purple. ठीक है. जब litmus solution ना तो एसिडिक होता है और ना ही बेसिक होता है तो उसका कलर जो होता है वो क्या होता है? पर्पल. द नेचुरल मटेरियल लाइक टर्मरिक, colored petal of some flowers which indicate the presence of acids or bases in a solution are called acids basis indicators. So friends, what do you mean by acid base indicators? The natural material like turmeric, colored petal of some flowers which indicate the presence of acids or bases in a solution, they are called as acid-base indicators. Now, the substances whose order change in acidic or basic media are called as olfactory indicators. So, what do you mean by olfactory indicators? The substances whose order changes in acidic or basic media are called as olfactory indicators. Reaction of metal with acid is as acid plus metal is giving out salt and hydrogen gas. Okay? And NaOH plus zinc is giving out Na2ZnO2, that is our sodium zincate, and H2 gas is released. Methyl orange and phenolphthalein are synthetic indicators. Sometimes it is also asked in board exams. Give the name of at least 2 synthetic indicators, so you can write them. Acetic acid or ethanoic acid has the formula CH3COOH. Formic acid is HCOOH. Okay. So let's move ahead now. Friends, when zinc and NaOH are reacting with each other, the reaction is 2NaOH plus zinc is giving out Na2ZnO2 and H2 gas is released. Okay. Up. Limestone, chalk and marble are the different form of calcium carbonate, that is a CaCO3. Okay. All the metal carbonate and hydrogen carbonate react with acid to give corresponding salt, CO2 gas and water. So metal carbonate plus metal hydrogen carbonate plus acid is giving out salt, CO2 gas and water. Okay. Up. The effect of base is nullified by an acid in the reaction as NaOH plus HCl is giving out NaCl plus H2O. Okay. So such type of reaction are called as neutralization reaction. Why they are called as neutralization reactions? Because the effect of an acid is neutralized by a base. Okay. So such reactions are always called as neutralization reaction, and this reaction is very common neutralization reaction which is between a strong base and a strong acid there is a strong base, strong acid are reacting with each other to form corresponding salt and corresponding water. ठीक है? So the reaction between an acid and a base gives corresponding salt and water is called as neutralization reaction, as base plus acid is equal to salt plus water. ठीक है? अब the color of CuO and plus HCl in the blue-green and CuO dissolves. The blue-green color of the solution is due to the formation of copper chloride in the reaction. General reaction is as metal oxide plus acid is giving out salt plus water. So I have told you two things, that when your acid is reacting with metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate, then it is producing salt, water and CO2 gas. But when it is reacting with oxide, metal oxide, then it is producing only salt and water. Okay? So let's move ahead with the chapter. Glucose and alcohol solution do not conduct electricity. The electric current is carried through the acidic solution by ions. The cation present in the acid is H+. So HCl plus H2 is giving out H3O plus ion, that is your hydronium ions and chlorine ions. Hydrogen gas cannot exist alone, but they exist after combining with water molecules. Thus, oxygen gas must be shown as H plus aqueous or hydronium ion, that is your H3O plus. So H plus H2O is giving out hydronium ion, that is your H3O positive. Okay? When a base is dissolved in water, the reaction is NaOH. When it is dissolved in water, it is getting decomposed into Na plus OH negative. So friend, this is general decomposition reaction as well. Okay? Bases generate OH negative ions in the water. Bases which are soluble in water are called as alkalis. Okay? So what are alkali? The bases which are soluble in water are termed as alkali. Okay? They are soapy to touch, bitter and corrosive. ठीक है? Soapy होते हैं बहुत, bitter होते हैं, corrosive होते हैं. Acid plus base is equal to salt plus water. Okay? So X plus M OH, ठीक है, is equal to M into MX plus HOH. ठीक है? So H plus OH negative is equal to H2O plus Cl. Okay friends, so let's now move ahead. Friends, the process of dissolving an acid or a base in water is highly exothermic. Care must be taken while dissolving an acid or base in a water. Friends, whenever we dissolve water, acid or base in water, then that process is very exothermic. That is, it releases a large amount of heat energy, right? So, care must be taken while dissolving acid or base in water. Like, acid or base should be added to water, not water to acid or a base. Acid must be slowly added with constant stirring in the water. ठीक है? Mixing an acid or a base with water results a scale used for measuring the hydrogen ion concentration in a solution is called as a pH scale. You must have read about a pH scale in your earlier classes as well. ठीक है? What is the form of pH? Power of hydrogen. ठीक है? The P in the pH stands for potence in German, meaning power. In English, power of hydrogen. The pH of neutral solution is 7. Less than 7 is acidic and more than 7 is alkali, that it is basic. ठीक है? अब the strength of acids or bases depends upon the number of H plus ions and OH negative ions produced. Acids that give rise to more H plus ions are termed as strong acids, whereas the acid which gives to less H plus ions are termed as weak acids. Okay friends, so now we will be learning the importance of pH in our everyday life. That what role did pH play in our everyday life? Okay, that all we are going to learn now. So friends, now we will be having a look at importance of pH in our everyday life. So first is plants and animals are pH sensitive. ठीक है? Our body works within the pH range of 7.0 to 7.8, which is the normal human pH range. ठीक है? हमारी जो बॉडी है ना, वो इस pH रेंज में अंदर ही, ठीक है, इसके बिटवीन ही काम करती है. ठीक है? But when pH of rainwater is less than 5.6, जब रेन कितनी है, रेन होती है तो उसका pH जब 5.6 से कम होता है तो such type of rain are called as acid rain. ठीक है. When acid rain flows into rivers, it lowers the pH of the river water. ठीक है, which is not fit for aquatic plants and animals to live. ठीक है. So I again repeat it. ठीक है. Our body works within the pH range of 7.0 to 7.8. When pH of rainwater is less than 5.6, it is acid rain. When acid rain flows into rivers, it lowers the pH of river water and which is not fit for aquatic plants and animals to live there. ठीक है. अब आता है pH of soil in our backyard. Plants require a specific pH range for their healthy growth, and if they do not get such a pH range, which they require in normal, then they can even die. ठीक है. So उनकी भी केयर रखनी पड़ती है कि they are survival between the pH range normal or not. ठीक है. So now we'll be studying about pH in our digestive system. pH in our digestive system. Our stomach produces HCl acid. It helps in the digestion of food without harming the stomach. So friends, this is from here also one question is made. ठीक है. Why our stomach contains only HCl acid? Why not any other acid? So HCl acid, help in the digestion of food without harming the stomach. ठीक है. During that indigestion, that is when we feel burning sensation in our stomach due to acidity. ठीक है. And what is acidity? Whenever the range of HCl becomes high in our stomach, then that situation is called as acidity. ठीक है. Our stomach produces too much of acid and this causes pain and irritation. Indigestion में क्या होता है कि हमारे पेट में एक ऐसी सेंसेशन होती है जैसे कुछ जल रहा है. ठीक है. तो उसमें क्यों होता है वो ऐसा? क्योंकि जो हमारा स्टमक होता है that produces too much of acid which causes pain and irritation. ठीक है. अब इस पेन को छुटकारा पाने के लिए इस पेन से people use bases. ठीक है. To get rid of such pains, people use bases called as antacids. ठीक है. Why they use bases not acids again? Because already the amount of acids in our stomach is already high. So in order to get rid of the pain, we need to use base so that the effect of acids can be neutralized by the bases. So to get rid of this pain, people use bases called antacids. These antacids neutralizes excess acid in our stomach and provide some relief. Magnesium hydroxide, that is of milk of magnesia, a mild base, is often used for this purpose. ठीक है. pH change as a cause of tooth decay. Tooth decay starts when the pH of our mouth is lower than 5.5. ठीक है. Tooth decay कब start होता है? जब हमारा pH जो होता है हमारे माउथ का वो 5.5 से कम हो जाता है. ठीक है. Tooth enamel, which is made up of calcium hydroxide peptide, which is a crystalline form of calcium phosphate, is the hardest substance in the body. So friends, from here also question are asked, which is the hardest substance in our body? That is a, ठीक है, whatever I have told you, that is calcium hydroxide peptide. ठीक है. It does not dissolve in water but get corroded when the pH of our mouth is lower than 5.5. जो ये होता है वो that do not dissolve in water, but जो ये होता है corrode हो जाता है जब हमारे pH का जो pH हो जाता है माउथ का वो 5.5 से कम हो जाता है. ठीक है. Bacteria in our mouth produce acid by degradation of sugar or food particles present in our mouth after eating the food. ठीक है. जो बैक्टीरियाज होते हैं हमारे माउथ में वो डिग्रेडेशन कर देते हैं जो भी फूड हम खाते हैं, तो उसमें थोड़ा बहुत जो भी बच जाता है हमारे माउथ में तो बैक्टीरिया उस पर रिएक्ट करके उसे डिग्रेड कर देते हैं. ठीक है. द बेस्ट वे टू प्रिवेंट इज टू क्लीन द माउथ आफ्टर ईटिंग. दैट इज द पीपल एडवाइज टू क्लीन आवर माउथ आफ्टर ईटिंग एंड बिफोर ईटिंग. ठीक है. यूजिंग टूथ पेस्ट विच आर बेसिक इन नेचर फॉर क्लीनिंग द टीथ कैन न्यूट्रलाइज द एक्सेस एसिड and can prevent the tooth decay. ठीक है. क्योंकि ये बेसिक होते हैं नेचर में, सो ये एक्सेस एसिड को न्यूट्रलाइज करते हैं एंड दे कैन प्रिवेंट tooth decay to a greatest extent. अब आता है सेल्फ डिफेंस बाय प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स थ्रू केमिकल वॉरफेयर. ठीक है. bee sting leaves an acid which causes pain and irritation. ठीक है, जब भी कोई मधुमक्खी आपको काटती है, ठीक है, तो वो एक एसिड जो है लीव कर देती है वहां पे, जिसकी वजह से पेन होती है, इरिटेशन होती है. तो वो कौन सी एसिड लीव करती है वहां पे? मिथेनोइक एसिड, विच इज वेरी डेंजरस, राइट? So use of mild base like baking soda on the sting area can provide relief. तो अगर हम माइल्ड बेस यूज करते हैं, जैसे बेकिंग सोडा यूज करा हमने स्टिंग एरिया पे, तो उससे हमें रिलीफ मिलती है. ठीक है, तो स्टिंगिंग हेयर ऑफ नेटल लीव्स, नेटल एक तरीके का प्लांट है. ठीक है, तो उसके जो स्टिंगिंग हेयर्स होते हैं ना, उनकी जो लीव्स होती हैं, they also inject methanoic acid causing burning pain. So now let us read something about nettle plant as well. So nettle is a herbaceous plant which grows in the wild. Its leaves have stinging hairs which causes painful stings when touched accidentally because they secrete methanoic acid. For this we rub area with a dog plant which grow beside the nettle in the wild and we can get some relief. ठीक है, हम डॉग प्लांट को जो है अपने स्टिंग एरिया के वहां पे उसको रब करते हैं एंड बिकॉज ऑफ विच वी कैन गेट सम रिलीफ. ठीक है, जो डॉग प्लांट होता है दैट ग्रोज बिसाइड द नेटल ओनली इन द वाइट. ठीक है, सो फ्रेंड्स दैट्स इट फॉर द डे. होप यू एंजॉयड द सेशन टुडे. ठीक है, सो वी हैव कवर्ड मोस्ट ऑफ द टॉपिक ऑफ द चैप्टर. ठीक है, मोर देन हाफ द चैप्टर इज कवर्ड. ठीक है, so the topics which I've covered in the today's lecture that were what are acids, what are bases, ठीक है, what was litmus solution, reaction of acid with metal carbonates, with metal hydrogen carbonates, with metal oxide, what is pH, what is pH range, what are weak acids, what are strong acids, and importance of pH in everyday life, which contains 5 points, right? So that was all for today lecture. ठीक है, hope you enjoyed the session. Please like, share and subscribe, and please do not forget to hit the notification bell icon. ठीक है, so that you can get my notifications. So friend, that's it for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe.